Welcome back to BrownManTravels, guys. And I have just returned to the state that I thought I would never return to, Iowa. Yeah, it's not the most exciting place in the world, but it is. I called it home for 5 years before moving to Michigan, and today I'm here to attend the wedding of a good friend and my ex-boss, Mr. Solomon Otim. So, okay, let's see what we got. We got a Kia Sportage. Wow. Interesting. This is a good looking car. Got interesting headlight design. No scratches. Always a good idea to do a walk around your rental car to make sure there aren't any scratches, there aren't any dents that they can use to, you know, charge you extra when you return the car. But yeah, this is Des Moines Airport. Believe it or not, this being Iowa, Des Moines Airport is an international airport, so there are international flights out of here. And yeah, so I am in Des Moines right now. I gotta drive to Ankeny, that's where the wedding is, and that's where my hotel is. So I got a 4-day plan here today: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today is all about the wedding. Wanna just go to the hotel first if I can do an early check-in, and then drive around, get some lunch, go to the wedding at 3 or right before 3, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna do pretty much nothing. Maybe just look at some work stuff or get a good breakfast in, and then around 11:30 noon I am meeting with my two really good friends, my first friends in Iowa, Ben and Joe. They're both married, so gotta meet the two misses too, you know. And Ben has a kid, a son who is 7 months old, so it'll be interesting, it'll be nice. So yeah, see you guys. So this is what it looks like to drive through downtown Des Moines. Des Moines is not typical Iowa. It doesn't look like all corn country, you know. I would say it has more diversity in people, and also the buildings and the landscapes itself. So it's way better than other dinky little towns in Iowa. Obviously it's the capital, so it is, you know, it looks like a capital of a rural state like Iowa. But it's a nice place to live. If you have family here and a good job, good paying job, you can survive here, I think. So yeah, but stay tuned, because we're gonna go through highways that run between cornfields. Welcome guys. So, a little sad, a little happy. It was really nice to see some old friends from Waterloo, Iowa. I lived in Waterloo / Cedar Falls, Iowa for 6 years, so it was a long time, and I met really nice people. Joe, Tabitha, Ben, Mark, Leah, and Tyler, Hupp, and Jessica. So that's what life is about, you know, like meeting nice people, people that you vibe with, and get to know them, you know. So I just finished visiting Joe and Tabitha's new house. This is their neighborhood. Really nice houses. And now I'm gonna make my way to Waterloo, Iowa, my old stomping grounds. It is a little surreal to be back in Iowa. It was a big part of my life. Right after college, John Deere was the only company that offered me a job. So I'll never forget that. I met some genuinely nice people, you know. Look at that, all the farmland in the country. So before we start getting on the highway, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom a little bit. I think gas-wise we're okay. Yeah, so gonna use the restroom and then get on the road. This is what a typical gas station kind of looks like in Iowa, in the middle of nowhere. All right. After the gas station break, we are back on the highway, making our way to Waterloo, Iowa. About an hour and 30 minutes away, 112 miles. Yeah, it's gonna be hopefully a smooth ride. The highways in the Midwest are pretty easy to drive on. It's very straight, kind of boring, you know, put on cruise control and then just cruise. So one thing that I miss about living in the Midwest with open skies and fields are the clouds. Like if you look at the sky on a bright sunny day like this, like there's clouds galore, you know, blue sky with white puffy clouds, no trees or buildings to block the views. This is just crazy. This is one of the best part of living in the Midwest. Another thing that I hope I get to show you guys someday is it's called a sundog or a sun halo. I will put a picture somewhere in the video on this corner or that corner, as YouTubers say it. I'll put a picture of what a sundog or sun halo looks like. I saw it many times during the dead of winter. When it's really cold and the sun is up during winter, due to the laws of refraction, it forms like a glowing halo around the sun, hence the name, the sun halo or sundog. I don't know where the reference of sundog comes from, but anyways. So pretty much the highways look like this, you know, lots of cornfields to the right and to the left, and every 20, 30, 40 miles there are rest stops with pretty good conveniences of bathrooms or vending machines, and yeah, this is pretty convenient for sure. But yeah, stay tuned guys, more to come. That's what I told you, driving in any highway on the Midwest is pretty much the same thing. It is a long straight road, pretty boring honestly, but you do see a lot of semi-trucks, lots of cornfields, soybean fields, lots of tractors, and lots of cars behind you. thing about driving through the Midwest with open skies is all of a sudden the weather changes. The weather is way more dramatic. The clouds are dramatic. It's like I was driving under clear sunny sky, and all of a sudden it looks like I'm driving towards a wall of black clouds, dark clouds, and it has started raining. So it is Midwest brings out the most dramatic skies. Very interesting phenomenon to see. But we are here. We are entering Cedar Falls. So I decided to go to Cedar Falls first to meet up with my old teammates. I was gonna go drop a key off at my old house. I finally found the extra garage door key, so I was gonna go and give it to the new owner, which might be a little weird, but I'll do it later. But here we are, going towards Cedar Falls. Alright. So this is the laundromat that I used to come to when I was living in an apartment long time ago. But my very first apartment in life did not have a well, it had a shared laundry and washer and dryer, but it didn't have an in-unit washer dryer. So I used to come here, spend some time on my laptop while the clothes were getting washed and dried. So I made good friends here. Alright, we're gonna continue the trip down memory lane saga of this part of the tour. Currently in Cedar Falls. So we're gonna make our way to my very first apartment in life. My very first apartment in life. I left the nest of mom and dad, their protection, and after graduation I got a job at John Deere and moved here to the middle of nowhere. But it was worth it. I met some really good people and I had really great work experiences. I got to travel to India and China for work purposes, so those were good. But before meeting up with my work buddies in single speed in Cedar Falls, downtown Cedar Falls, we're gonna go to my first apartment. So making a left on 12th Street. This was always kind of the bougie area of Cedar Falls, where they had some really nice looking houses, and they're at a higher cost rate compared to Waterloo. So Waterloo, because of demographics and diversity in the school district and geopolitical reasons that we're not going to get into in this video, has the real estate prices are small, much lower compared to Cedar Falls. Okay. Alright, so I don't even know what street this is, but I just know it from memory, because I used to drive, you know, the same route back and forth. Barnett Drive. There you go, it's called Barnett Drive. I used to bike all the way from my apartment through these roads and get on the bike trail and go to George Witt State Park and whatnot. Cedar Falls is a very bicycle friendly little town, so that's nice. And it's also home to the University of Northern Iowa. Go Panthers. Speaking of bicycles, just see a person on a bike over there. So yeah, oh my god, this brings back lots of memories. First time when I moved here, my dad settle down, and he bought me furnitures. Yeah, like really expensive furnitures. And then after about a week or so, he's like, "All right, kid, have fun. You're on your own." And he went back to New York City. So training wheels were off, and I was on my own to get my life together. Yeah, I promise we're almost there. We're almost there. So I stayed in this apartment up front. I even forget the name of it. Crap. I stayed there for about, let's see, for about 2 years. And then I bought a townhouse in Waterloo, which was also in a great location, honestly. I really loved the location. Everything was nearby, and it was amazing. I was so lucky that Thunder Ridge, oh my god, how did I forget it? 2203 Thunder Ridge Boulevard. So, anyways. And to the right, 2203. Wow, they have really fancy doors. That was my apartment to the right, the second floor. We're gonna make a U-turn so that people don't think, what is this weirdo doing? And I used to park my car in one of those garages in the back. Yeah. This was my very first apartment in my life. Now, let's go meet work friends. Alright, boys and girls, we are almost here. To the right is the main street of Cedar Falls. Small, quaint, cute, whatever nice little adjectives you want to give this place. It all is very applicable. So this small strip of road has everything, honestly, from good restaurants to a historic hotel to a bicycle shop, what else? Bars, pubs, brewery. It's got everything, which is crazy. So, yeah. We're gonna, we're meeting them here, but we're gonna keep going forward so that I can show you guys what the street looks like and what's here. Yeah. Wow, there used to be a Wells Fargo right here, but not anymore. It's Lincoln Savings Bank. So I took a left turn instead of going further because I saw there were road construction going on. But these are fancy apartments that opened up, I believe, around 2017-ish. Area is close to. So let's make a right, and then we'll come back somehow. Yeah. Let's go through here. So yeah, Wells Fargo Bank used to be right in this place where the Lincoln Savings Bank is. I guess it's not Wells Fargo anymore. Alright, gotta find, oh shit, I'm gonna find a parking. Oh my god, I fucked up, didn't I? I messed up big time. I guess having an SUV is helpful. I just went over a curb, holy shit. Yeah, I shouldn't be taping and talking and driving. But I'm not even paying attention to the camera. I'm just holding it. Let's find parking. apartment. Now you will see my very first house. It was not a private home, it was a condo slash townhouse, but it was a good place to live. Very convenient location. Had Walmart and grocery stores, gas stations, everything was nearby. Doctor's office, so it was a really good location. And I loved living here, in that neighborhood. But I did not like living in Iowa. So that was the reason why I moved away from Iowa. But yet, here I am, visiting. All because of Solomon Otim, my ex-boss, ex-mentor. I guess he can still be my mentor, and obviously my friend. We're almost there. Cedar, compared to this, Cedar Falls is more bougie, but yeah, it was probably the best naming street, Lois Lane. So if you are a comic book fan, especially a Superman fan, I mean, I love the location, you know. Lois Lane. My house was 1125 Lois Lane. Here it is. Lois Lane coming up. Nice little neighborhood of townhouses. Mine is on the left, coming up. Oh boy, this brings back memories, eh? 11:05, 11:11, 11:15. Oh, looks like their garage is open. That left one is mine, so... Oh, there were people. People, they would think it's weird, obviously, but yeah. I call these neighborhoods cookie cutter house neighborhood. So, because everything, all the houses look the same. Oh boy, John Deere. My first ever job location in Waterloo, Iowa. Actually, funny thing, this facility of John Deere Product Engineering Center, PEC, sits right at the border of Cedar Falls and Waterloo. So, yeah, pretty interesting location. So, let's go take a tour. And if we had gone right, we would be able to see the mosque. I'm gonna show you guys the mosque tomorrow, but today let's go and see my old workplace. Oh damn, they got EV chargers in the parking lot. That's cool. They are trying to become a tech company, aren't they? So yeah, that's funny. I used to park over there, sometimes over here, and access through that door on that side of the building. People are still working here. Mostly all the dyno operators, they park on this side because the dynos are closer through that door. So I sometimes, most of the times, I used to go through that door. Really, really big parking lot and a huge building. I really like it. Unlike General Motors, where I work in Milford, you have to, if you park your own car in employee lot, there is a huge walk to your building, office building, and I don't like that. It's kind of annoying. Through the tunnels. That is the main building. I was lucky enough to show my whole family John Deere. That is the Deere statue. Look at that in all its glory. Leaping forward into the future. Bye bye, Deere. John Deere. Yeah, I kind of miss some aspects of working here, you know. I met some really great people here, so we'll never forget that. Fun fact, there used to be a fleet of rental cars, Hertz rental cars parked all the way there. So if we had to take a vehicle, rent a car, and travel to another Deere facility or airport for work travel, we filled out an online work ticket and take a rental car from there. But yeah, that is John Deere, ladies and gentlemen, in Iowa, the corn state of US of A. Yeah, so you can also take this entrance right there and go to the parking lot that I showed you. Yeah. Take a good look. This is what most of Iowa looks like. Just corn fields. Alright, boys and girls, welcome back again to BrownManTravels. This series is trip down memory lane in friggin' Iowa. There's nothing in Iowa, but this was a state where I moved from New York after I finished my undergrad because John Deere was the only company that offered me a job, so I had to come here. On the upside, I met some awesome, brilliant, nicest people ever. And I stayed with two of those people last night. So that is a blessing to have people, friends, people who I can call friends now, you know. People like that who I can spend some time with and crash at their place for a night or two if I'm in town. So that is definitely a privilege and a good thing. So I am gonna head out towards Des Moines in maybe an hour, but still wanted to give you guys a tour of Waterloo / Cedar Falls. So we are going towards Waterloo, and this place, so the weirdest thing, people would be surprised when, you know, they find out that there is a big Muslim community in Waterloo, Iowa. You know, people don't expect that, right? It's predominantly white Christian living in Iowa. But here we are in Waterloo, where there is a nice mosque for the Muslim community here, and they are Bosnians. So I am not sure about the history of Bosnia, but I think there were some persecution and genocide, like a civil war or something, that drove a lot of Bosnians out of their countries, and they took refuge in other countries, especially Western countries, like the US and Canada. So here it is, the Waterloo Mosque. It is pretty busy during like the Friday prayer, you know, and during Eid at the end of Ramadan and the other Eid, the cow Eid we call it, because that's where when you sacrifice an animal. There it is, Islamic Center of Waterloo. This is a good place to come to if you are Muslim. Anywho, so tour of Waterloo Islamic Center over. Now we're gonna head our way to John Deere Museum in Waterloo. So we'll see you guys there. Peace. Alright guys, time to get inside a John Deere 8RX. Let me show you guys what the inside looks like. Gotta duck in. Oh boy. Alright guys, so we are in downtown Waterloo. Oh, hold on, I gotta take this call. Alright, so that was my mom. Needed to take that call. Anyways, road closed to the left. So, construction going on, that's why. So, this is what downtown Waterloo looks like. West 4th Street. We used to come here a lot, honestly. So, when in 2020, when COVID hit, my parents, my sisters, and my uncle came to live with me for a few months because New York situation was very bad because of COVID. So we picked up a new hobby of fishing, and this was a hot spot for fishing. So let's go and see if it's still a hot spot for fishing. By the Wells Fargo Bank, which is interesting, funny, whatever you want to say. Let's go check it out. I have a movie to catch in Ankeny, so we gotta do it really quick. Alright, let's go. Oh, you can hear the train, the freight train. Oh boy, this brings back a lot of memories from 2020. Really cool hot spot for fishing. You can see people fishing all the way over there. So yeah, we used to fish here quite a lot. Almost every day during the pandemic because there was nothing else to do. So over there, you could fish from there, but the difficulty is it is higher than the water level. So sometimes we would catch really big fish, 10 to 15 pound carp, or you know, a couple pound catfish was even hard to reel up. So we improvised, we made a bucket and net, so like a lot of improvisation, but we definitely caught a lot of fish in 2020, summer of 2020. And those will be some memories that I'll cherish for life. So in a way, I guess, it was cool that COVID happened, and some people got to spend quality time, more quality time with their families. Yeah. Alright, so I have decided to not take the I-35 and I-20, I believe US 20 big highway to go back to Des Moines. Instead, I am taking the back roads through small town America. So this is a town called Cedar. How do I know it? Well, I saw a sign. Look at that, Cedar Pizza Place. These are really really small, really tiny, dead little towns in the middle of Iowa. So, there you go. It's probably Main Street. That's how it looks like. It looks like we got pictures of the senior students of the local high school. Yeah, this is what small America looks like. Small towns, maybe a couple thousand people. You got, you know, outdoor parties like that in the park, which is always nice. And yeah, people live very quiet. No traffic. Apparently, no wind farm, because I just saw a sign on somebody's lawn saying no wind farm. So I guess they also believe that wind farms and windmills cause the death of birds. And yeah, so they must be Trump supporters. So I'm probably in deep Trump country, Iowa, you know. So, so glad I moved out of Iowa. Yeah. But Iowa does provide a very important role in the American economy and life. You know, corn, soybean, rapeseed, and other stuff. Other agricultural grains and whatnot are harvested in Iowa. You know, California being another place where lots of fruits, lots of nuts are also cultivated, but each state has their own roles and responsibilities. But I absolutely love driving through these backcountry roads. I mean, it's so therapeutic. You know, there's no traffic, there's no cars. You're doing what? I'm doing 60 miles an hour. The speed limit is 55 on these roads, and yeah, it's super cool. So stay tuned, and I will bring you guys more cool videos of Iowa. Yeah, not cool, but traveling is traveling, content is content. Good morning, people. Today is the last day in Iowa. Don't know when I'll be coming back. I hope I don't come back without a very good reason, because it's Iowa. There's nothing to do. So my flight leaves at 5. Boarding starts around 4:30. But I need to return the rental car at 2. So I still have a couple hours to explore something before I head back to the airport, return the rental car, and wait for my flight. So I have decided to go to Ledges State Park. Saw some pictures and the ratings were good, so we'll go and see if we can do a short hike or just explore the park. But I wanted to show something else of this Kia Sportage. So the lane keep assist, or lane assist, right? It keeps you in the lane. This button right here, it is pretty solid. And the drive mode is smart, so I don't know if the so-called smart mode has something to do with the ADAS, Advanced Driver's Assistance Systems, in the car. It might just be the powertrain controls, but the lane keep assist is amazing. Not trying to be totally irresponsible, but I don't have the car in cruise, so I'm controlling the gas, the throttle input, but I also have my hand nearby just in case if I feel like I'm in danger or something, or others are in danger. But the lane keep assist, look at this. I hope you can see the steering kind of moving left and right a little bit, adjusting itself as the road bends and the car moves. But it is doing a great job keeping me in my lane safely. And I haven't taken like a really sharp curve with this lane keep assist curves, like a tiny bend, you know, like this, slightly bend in the highway, it does it really well. It keeps me in the lane. So, and I have driven other cars with lane keep assist, like Toyotas or GM, but they don't allow you to keep your hands off the steering like for more than 10-15 seconds. They will beep at you, the seat will vibrate and whatnot. But I haven't touched the steering wheel since I've started talking, and it is adjusting itself. It is amazing how this technology has come so far. So I am not a big fan of self-driving cars. You know, as the great James May has said, self-driving cars were invented a long time ago. They're called cabs, taxis. Oh, now it's beeping. Keep hands on steering wheel. Oh, okay. So it does beep, but after a couple of minutes, which is extraordinary. It is truly extraordinary. But I think instead of self-driving cars, we should kind of have what Tesla has with the autopilot system. You know, take the pressure and monotonous control of the car away from the driver during long road trips, you know, 600 miles plus or something. So the Tesla autopilot, I think, is great, and I think car makers across the industry should develop something like that, and they are. I think GM's Super Cruise, and I forget what Ford calls it, the Blue Cruise, I don't remember. But yeah, those exciting times to be an engineer working in the car field and also be driving new cars, if you can afford it in this economy. So yeah, anyways, enough of me talking. Let's go towards Ledges State Park, and we'll see you guys there. So I did go off trail a little to find the tallest spot to get a good view of the Des Moines River, but all the views are obstructed by the trees, so can't really see the river. Anyways, it is getting hot. Caps of, lots of bugs, so I'm gonna truly head back now. It's been already 30 minutes. But nonetheless, I did get in a good number of steps, and a quick and short hike. So sorry for my out of breath situation, but there is a lot of elevation gains here. So far I've gained about 300 feet. So yeah, I would advise the people, when you are going down on these steps, make sure you have your steps right, or else you might break a leg or twist an ankle, and you don't want that out here.